Hey there football fans, and welcome back to Footy Today, where we bring you the latest football news from around the world. Today we have some interesting stories to share with you, from a Man City bombshell as Pep Guardiola blacklists 4 players and puts them up for sale this summer. Then we'll speak about the Barcelona manager slamming a Real Madrid star in Jude Bellingham. And lastly, we had the backlash against Ruben Amroim and Manchester United's poor form. So let's get started. Pep Guardiola has blacklisted 4 Manchester City players and sanctioned their departures in the summer, including one big surprise who's on the radar of Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Now, a report in Spain is claiming that they're ready to see the back of 4 players to make space in the squad for new additions. Guardiola has marked in red the list of departures, which include Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. The report states Gundogan's farewell is one of the most logical exits. The German midfielder, who arrived from Barcelona in 2023, has not had the expected impact, and his final departure from City has already been planned for some time. De Bruyne's case is more striking. At 33 years old, the Belgian is still one of the best midfielders in the world, but injuries have taken their toll, and it's showing at City. His performances have not been really well at this point. His contract is ending in 2026, and the club is now thinking it's time to sell him before his value falls. His most likely destination is Saudi Arabia, with several clubs willing to offer him a massive contract. On the other hand, Bernardo Silva has been a key player for Guardiola, but he has been evaluating an exit for several reasons. The Portuguese has been in orbit of Barcelona and PSG and has a release clause of only 58 million euros. His farewell seems a matter of time. The report adds, the big surprise on this blacklist is Phil Foden. Although the youth player has been a really important player for Guardiola and City in recent years, sources are saying his performances are now seeming to dip. Guardiola believes that his role in the team could evolve, and if a huge offer arrives, City should seriously consider selling him. With Real Madrid and Bayern Munich attentive to the situation, Foden's future could become one of the great soap operas of the market. Guardiola still trusts him, but in City, they know that if an offer comes of 150 million euros, their minds can be changed. Moving on to our next story, Jude Bellingham was shown a straight red card for dissent in Real Madrid's 1-1 draw with Osasuna, and Barcelona boss Hansi Flick has branded the midfielder disrespectful, despite Carlo Ancelotti speaking out in defense of his player. Bellingham approached referee Montero along with captain Luka Modric, having been penalised for a foul, and having gestured and turned away from the official, he was ordered back and shown a red card, much to his disbelief. The referee's report claimed Bellingham said "F you" to Montero, but the England international claimed a miscommunication. It's clear that it was a mistake and there was miscommunication, he told reporters post-match. I remember the incident very well, but I've also seen the video, and the video doesn't match the report. Bellingham continued, there was no insult. You can clearly see in the video. I remember the incident very well. It was an expression to myself, not directed to the referee. But obviously, there was a misunderstanding of what he believes and what I said to him. It wasn't an insult at all. Ancelotti suggested that Bellingham's comments may have got lost in translation. He said F off, not F you, and not don't F with me, the Italian said after the game. Strange things have happened in our last 3 games that everyone has seen. F off in Spanish is not something offensive. Barca boss Hansi Flick was asked about the Bellingham incident ahead of the game and claimed the Madrid star has been disrespectful. Flick said, "It's disrespectful. I don't have to decide that situation. I tell my players not to waste time or energy talking to the referee. The decisions have already been made. There is no player on the field who has permission to argue with the referee, and that is the captain. I've told my players, don't be rude or disrespect the referees or anyone on the pitch. What I think Real Madrid are doing on the pitch is disrespectful, tasteless, and they don't have any class. With Barcelona, we always put our pride and class first." Now on to our last story. We all know Manchester United have been shocking this season with their latest defeat, making them sit in 15th position in the Premier League table. Former Manchester City defender and now pundit Micah Richards insists Man United boss Ruben Amroim doesn't understand one key part of his job at Old Trafford. Richards said on the Rest Is Football podcast some of the comments that he's been making, like when he said he'd rather play the goalkeeping coach instead of Rashford, or the towing and throwing with Ange before the game. I just feel like he's honest but in a naive way. At first I thought he had conviction, But now I feel he doesn't understand the scrutiny of being a Man United manager and everything it has. When he said this is the worst Man United team in history, whatever quotes he wants to use, what he doesn't understand is that a headline is there every single week. If he doesn't like a player, if he doesn't like Rashford, that's his decision. We can accept that as pundits. That's your decision. We respect it. But all the other stuff around it, he's actually making things worse and much harder for himself. He doesn't understand what he's doing is chaos, is chaotic. I don't want to tell him to focus on football but stop giving people nuggets to make the stories bigger than they need to be. Then Michael Owen also had his say and admits it's hard to see if it's getting any better at Man United under Ruben Amroim after their latest defeat. Owen told Premier League Productions it was a game lacking in quality with two average teams, but it's a huge result for Spurs. It's not getting any better for Man United. They don't look like a team at all. I like the manager, I like what he says and his demeanour, but I don't like his team. I don't like his formation or tactics, and it's hard to see if anything's getting better. And there we have it. There are 3 stories for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it'll help our channel out greatly. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.